Anna claims the deadly stiletto fight started after she and her lover, sometimes referred to as her fiancé, Stephen Anderson, spent a night out on the town drinking, what else, tequila. When asked on the stand today if she has a drinking problem, Anna said, "No, I don't." But even her own lawyer thinks she does.
When she drinks, if you get into an argument with her, you know, she might slap you or something. Even the witnesses that are testifying against her are all saying, she's a really nice lady, yeah, until she drinks.
A nice lady until she drinks. Straight out to our exclusive guest, Jim Carroll, former neighbor of this now convicted murderer. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your insights, Jim. So that's a question, you know, how her behavior might have been influenced by alcohol. And I speak as a recovering alcoholic with 19 years of sobriety. Did she have a drinking problem, in your opinion, from what you observed?
Yes, she did. When I first met Anna, she was very articulate, very nice, and all this. But in between her dates, she'd come downstairs, hang out with me because I managed the place, and we just have all these talks. You know, we were intimate without being intimate, if you know what I mean.
Right.
She dated too much. I didn't want to be on her list.
She drank. Did she drink in front of you?
No. One time she had called me in a panic, asked me to come upstairs. I thought there was a fire or something. And I ran upstairs, and she lost her little voodoo doll. She carries this little voodoo doll around with her.
Oh, Lord.
And, yeah. And when I went up there, there were wine bottles laying on the floor, and her bed was a mess. And then she had, she had urinated in the bed. And I told her, look, you know, you're going to be responsible for cleaning this up, not me. You know, our housekeeping is not good for this.
Well, that's a sign of alcoholism. I mean, absolutely 100%. Speak as a recovering alcoholic. You know, it doesn't matter how much you drink, because sometimes if you're a small woman, you're not going to necessarily drink, you know, an entire jug of moonshine. But it's how it impacts your system, your personality, your life. You know, I want to ask you, Jim Carroll, former neighbor of this now convicted murderer, there's an online quiz, you know, a bunch of questions to see if you're an alcoholic. Do you lose time from work? Does it affect your reputation? Have you felt remorse, financial difficulties? Have you been in an institution? Well, I would think she'd answer yes to all of these. I mean, talk about reputation. What you just said was embarrassing, and she's behind bars right now.
She was on probation for a DWI and going to counseling for her drinking.
Really?
And as a matter of fact, she had gotten in trouble for not going to, you know, abiding by the rules of her probation. But because of some of the people she worked with on the side and her little massage business that wasn't licensed, she knew a lot of lawyers and things like that, people in that area. I was floored because when this news broke, it was breaking news one night, and they didn't release the names. They said we have just discovered a woman has killed a guy with a shoe. And I immediately thought Anna. So I called some of the local stations. I said, please call me. Let me know if this was Anna Fox. That's how she went by as Anna Fox and Anna Trujillo. And sure enough, it was her. I saw it the next morning, and it was Anna.
Wow.
She had told me on two different occasions. One of them was after she said that somebody had accosted her downtown. And I told Anna, look, I'm kind of worried about you, you know, bringing these different guys into the establishment, into my place. And, you know, everybody that comes in is supposed to leave an ID, a copy of their ID. And she goes, don't worry. If anybody ever blankety blanks with me, I'm going to get them with this in the blankety blank eye. And she pulled off her shoe, and it was a black shoe with some gold and silver designs on it. And it was a stiletto, but it was like an ice pick. It was gray, and it come to a point on the heel. And I said, well, because I told her, look, I've got a couple knives. Take a knife with you or take some pepper spray. She goes, no, I've got this if they ever mess with me.
Well, that's extraordinary.